Hey guys, welcome to the first of 5 dares to come. And this week is serving. But before I talk about that, I actually want to talk about where I'm at. Because this is not the cleanest spot to be in. And it's definitely not the best spot to be filming. But there's a reason I chose this spot. I wanted to find, maybe not the most pleasant, and definitely not the most clean place to shoot. Because we are dealing with John 13. And in John 13, we see Jesus washing his disciples' feet, which is obviously not maybe the most pleasant thing to be doing. I mean, I've never done it myself, but I just assume it is not the cleanest and pleasant thing to do. And the thing that's significant about this passage is some things that happened beforehand. Like if the things that happened to Jesus happened to me, I would be in a bad mood. And I would just be thinking, I am going through a tough week. Like, for example, the plot for Jesus to be betrayed and crucified is in place, and he knew about it. So imagine that. And there's just been a lot of conflict recently with the people that Jesus is talking to. The crowd threatens to stone Jesus when he is speaking, proclaiming truth to them. So things aren't going quite that smooth. So I would be in a bad mood. But yet we see Jesus bending down and washing his disciples' feet. Now the act of washing feet, that is not uncommon for the person of the household to do for their guests. So it's not really the act, but it's more of the who is doing it. Because the person of the house, the owner of it, they would not be doing that. They would get the lowest of the low, their servants, they would be the one who are washing their guests' feet. Not them. That is too low of a job, too low of a ranking of a job for them to do. So they would not do it. So that just brings about how much Jesus loves and how much Jesus serves. And on top of that, we also see, Judas, the one who is to betray Jesus, and Christ knew about it, yet he bends down and he washes his feet also. It adds just an extra layer of love, an extra layer of serving others in this passage. So, what does this mean for us? Well, in Matthew, there is a Bible passage, a Bible verse that says, "The greatest among you will be your servants." So next time, guys, that you come across an act of service, and you think to yourself, you know what, I don't really want to do that. Just ask yourself the question, why don't you want to do it? Is it because you think it is below you? Do you think you're above such an act of kindness, an act of service? Or do you think maybe it's a time constraint? You just think, oh, I'm too busy. I'm too busy to do that right now. I'll get to it later. Because I think these are two questions that Jesus had the right to ask. I mean, who is more, in ranking than Jesus? He is God. And definitely in this household, he is the highest ranking. Yet he bends down and he does it. And we also see time constraint because he is to be crucified soon. So he definitely didn't have much time left. But yeah, he still bends down and he washes his disciples' feet, guys. So that is all I have for you. Keep that in mind, guys. Next time you see an act of service that you can do, and do it for God, guys.